Place your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Yes, Mayor. A quorum is present for the City Council, Successor Agency, Housing Authority, and Joint Powers Authority.
We have a special commendation for Jason Crow Jr. And is he here? Okay. Why don't you come up front?
Mayor. Mayor.
There he is right there.
Yes. And could you bring your father too? Because
Welcome. He's gonna read it
Good
out.
to see you.
Where are you?
Congratulations. Right, hello.
Good to see you. How are you?
Were you gonna
doing?
play? Call the ball.
okay, so before I present this commendation, I want to say thank you to the Parks and Recreation and Community Service Department, as well as these Parks Commissioners, Lee Denham, Christopher Beck, Henry Brown, Octavio Padilla, and Cynthia McLemore for their continued support of Jason Crow. Now, the Crow family has a lot of history here in town, but Junior is the one that's taking the cake. So this is in recognition to Jason Crow Jr. for your extraordinary athletic achievements. Whereas Jason Crow Jr., a standout basketball player from Inglewood High School, has made history by becoming California's all-time leading high school basketball scorer with an extraordinary 4,718 career points. He doesn't lead in assists, though, but what can you do? His remarkable achievement reflects years of dedication, discipline, and passion for the game. And whereas the city of Inglewood is especially proud to recognize Jason as a true product of the Inglewood Parks Recreation and Community Services Department. From a young age, he developed his skills on the basketball courts in our own city parks, where his talent and determination began to shine. Through hard work and perseverance, he has grown into one of the most prolific scorers in the history of high school basketball. Continuing his impressive journey, Jason Crow Jr. has officially signed with the University of Missouri men's basketball team. Taking the next step in what promises to be an outstanding collegiate and athletic career. And whereas the city of Inglewood proudly celebrates Jason Crow Jr. as a son of Inglewood, his accomplishments bring great pride to our community, and his story serves as an inspiration to the many young athletes who participate in all the programs offered by the Inglewood Parks Recreation and Community Services Department. We are confident that Jason will continue to represent the city of Inglewood with excellence and integrity, serving as a positive role model and an ambassador for our great city. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council members of the city of Inglewood, California, proudly recognize and commend Jason Crow Jr. for his extraordinary athletic achievements and wish him continued success in all of his future endeavors. Presented this 24th day of March, 2026. Okay. So we're going to take a picture here in the front. Is Dr. Morris
Dr.
available?
Morris, can you join us in the photo?
Myers is here.
Dr. Morris?
Brenda Myers is in the back.
Okay, Brandon. Mom is here as well.
Oh. Oh. How you leave the mama out?
Not supposed to do.
Oh, hello. How are you? Yes. Congratulations. Don't be leaving you out, huh?
You guys good? Yeah, appreciate you. How are you?
Going.
Well, I have some for you. Y'all have- Okay. I'm right here.
Everybody 45-degree angle because there's a lot of us. 45 degrees, come on. Come on, it's Inglewood. Oh, there you go. Right there.
How's it going? All right.
Good to see you too. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, you got it.
I love it. Thank you. I appreciate you.
He's a principal? Oh, all right.
Thank you. Good seeing you always.
UCLA.
Now we're going to move on to public comment. Any person who wishes to address the City of Inglewood Council, Successor Energy Housing Authority, Joint Powers Authority on any item on the agenda may do so at this time. This is just for agenda items at this time. Mhm. Okay.
It's on
Thank
there.
you. Councilwoman Gray is participating in the meeting, Mayor.
Okay. And did you call the roll?
I did.
Okay. So are there any public comments on agenda items? Hearing no comment, we move on to item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Receive and file. We're going to the consent calendar, and these are items 2 through 9.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. DR1.
Staff report recommending the mayor and council members approve a memorandum of understanding between the South Bay Cities Council of Governments and the City of Inglewood regarding use of Measure A funds to implement the City of Inglewood Homeless Service Coordinator Program.
Move 1, 2, and 3.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay. It's my understanding we have some people in Community Room A that wanted to comment on agenda items. And so ITC, we're going to return to public comment for agenda items only. So can we make the connection?
Okay.
Make note.
Hello. So I look at the agenda today and I see your priorities.
On item number 8, you're voting to pay for medical care for people in custody. My cousin Brian was in your station, in your care, and he never made it home. If you're paying for these services, we want to know why they failed him. Item number 6, you are voting to spend $123,000 today on a surveillance database to track and watch us. Item number 7, you are spending nearly $47,000 on metal barriers to block us out. You have over $170,000 to watch us and block us, but you spend $0 on the body cameras that would provide the truth.
Thank you. That's right. Come on. Okay, with that, we'll go back to 01.
Excuse me, Mayor, DR2.
DR2.
Yes, sir. Okay, staff report recommending the mayor and council members adopt a resolution redeclaring and reestablishing that certain city-owned parcels consisting of approximately 49,600 square feet and located at 100 East Nutwood Street, having assessors identification numbers of 4021-015-910, 4021-015-011, 4021-015-012, and 4021-015-913 as surplus land under Government Code Section 54220-54233.
Move 1, 2, and 3.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. 01.
Staff report recommending the mayor and council members adopt ordinance number 26-06, approving zoning code amendment number 25-00002 to modify miscellaneous regulations in Chapter 12 of the Inglewood Municipal Code related to public hearing notice requirements, planned assembly development requirements, removal of the Art Deco design standards, and cosmetology uses citywide.
Motion to waive further reading.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. Move
Oh,
adoption.
Second.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Fogg.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. 81.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the City Council. The record to reflect that the City Council recessed into closed session to discuss the 3 items posted on today's closed session agenda. With respect to all items, the City Council received a report from city staff. Feedback was provided, but no final action was taken. I'll also note for the record that Councilmember Gray was not present for the discussion of the closed session items. I'd also like to add, Mayor, that the government code authorizes Councilmember Gray to participate remotely using the just cause exception. And given her condition, she's unable to be present on the screen, so she's only going to be participating today via audio. Thank you.
Thank you. A2.
Nothing to report, Mayor. Thank you.
CM1.
No reports, Mayor. Thank you.
CC1.
Yes, Mayor. First would like to congratulate our city treasurer on her wonderful success with the first time home buyers workshop here that was held last Saturday over the weekend. Shout out to you. I'm so proud of you. Fantastic job. A lot of information was given on Saturday, and so just wanted to tell you, job well done. Thank you. And then lastly, I would like to wish you, Madam Treasurer, a happy birthday. Our birthday is Thursday, but we're going to celebrate you today. So happy birthday, City Treasurer. Thank you. That's all, Mayor. I'm sorry.
Now we'll go to CC2.
Staff report recommending the mayor and council members adopt a resolution calling for and giving notice of the holding of a general municipal election on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2026, for the election of certain elective officers for the City of Inglewood and Inglewood Unified School District Board of Education required by the provisions of the city charter.
Move 1 and 2.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Fogg,
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. CT1.
Monthly Treasurer's Report for the month ending December 31st, 2025.
We'll receive and file that report. The successor agency is in session, CSA2.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending December 31st, 2025.
Receive and file will adjourn the successor agency, the Housing Authorities in session, H2.
Monthly Treasury Report for the month ending December 31st, 2025.
Receive and file and adjourn the Housing Authority, the JPAs in session, JPA 1.
Monthly Treasury Report for the month ending December 31st, 2025.
Receive and file, adjourn the JPA. There are no appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. Now we're on to public comment for other matters. Persons wishing to address City Council on any matter connected with city business not elsewhere considered on the agenda may do so at this time. Your time limit is 1 minute. Is there any public comment?
Hello, Mayor and Council people. My name is Boyd Rogers, and I have a little something I'd like to kind of bring to the city's attention. Someone put a bunch of flyers on the doors in my area. It says, earn up to $200 per event. Rent your driveway during Rams game, Charger games, and concerts. And they're looking for the first 50 people to register. And they also have a phone number and a barcode that you can scan to register with them. I don't know if this need to go to parking enforcement or what, but it's not right for them to do that.
Well, we
Thank
thoroughly appreciate you, sir, because that's not legal. You're not allowed to commandeer a neighborhood for parking for the venues. If you have a copy of that, if you could give it to one of the police officers, we will definitely contact that person. And I want to tell anybody that's watching this broadcast that that's a scam and it can't be done. Please.
Honorable Mayor Butts and esteemed council members, I stand here today on behalf of our mother who has lost her son. Brian Bostic died while in police custody. She is not asking for sympathy. She is asking for the truth. Her son is gone. Her granddaughter is now growing up without a father. This family deserves answers, not silence. And let me also make it absolutely clear that we do not appreciate the attempt to other him or to diminish him, besmirching his character. These low blows serve only to hit his mother while she is already down. You are better than that. We just ask accordingly. And a grieving family should not have to fight against narratives meant to distract from the facts. So I ask you directly, what can you do today to take a step towards a solution? You can demand transparency. You can call for the release of records. You can support an independent review. You can meet with this family and acknowledge their pain. These are actions within your power, actions that demonstrate leadership instead of avoidance. We're here ready to work with you, ready to meet on your behalf. But if you cannot meet us halfway, then take a strong step forward.
Okay.
Show this city that justice is not just a word you speak, but a responsibility you uphold. Please think of Brian Bostic's daughter. Think of the legacy you leave when you choose courage over convenience. Help this mother find peace. Help this child grow up knowing that her city cared enough to seek the truth. We thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Are there any speakers?
Hi, my name is Noemi. I just had a question. When is it going to be accommodating to have a Spanish-speaking person here to also translate in Spanish? And as well, I'm really disappointed that there's not many Latinos here. And I'm also wondering why, because was there a way to get these city hall meetings to be held more in the evenings as well, not just right now at 2 p.m.?
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Council. My name is Corey Crockerham. I'm a member of the Carpenters Local 323. Today I want to talk about tax fraud. Construction tax fraud is still in the future of our community. Roads, first responders, systems, public transit, schools, hospitals, billions of dollars meant for infrastructure is lost every year because of dishonest contractors who exploit workers and dodge taxes. This April 12th through the 18th, the Western States Carpenters Local 323 is taking a stand against those corrupt businesses that are pocketing money that should be funding this critical infrastructure. It's time to stop tax fraud and ensure the critical community systems are built the right way. So when you're driving down the street and you hit that pothole and your head touches the top of your car, I want you to think tax fraud. When you call the first responders and they don't get there fast enough, I want you to be thinking tax fraud. The future belongs to those who build it, and it should be built without tax fraud. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jesus Camargo. I'm also a Western State rep for the region of Carpenters. I just want to also talk about tax fraud. I want to talk about how dirty contractors cheat us from $8.4 billion on tax revenue each year. This could be used for building renovation schools, repairing roads, caring for veterans, sheltering homeless. A lot of these dirty contractors, what they do on the job sites, they manipulate our guys. They tell them they're paying them with a check, but a lot of these guys come from other countries. They think it's a check, but it's a personal check. There's no stub on those checks. These guys get hurt on the job because they're getting paid cash. They deny them. They don't put their name on the paperwork. Now these guys, they can't pay those bills. They wind up getting a burden at home. They wind up going into the streets, being homeless, and they take the family with them. And I've been seeing this a lot. I just want to make this happen for them and look out for them. Like my partner said, this month of April, we will be reaching out to our brothers and sisters in the community about tax fraud awareness. And I just want to say how he mentioned about first responders. Right now, I got a father that's sick, and he stays with my nephew. My nephew's only like 15, 16 years old.
Sir, we're at time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we'll go downstairs. Are there any speakers downstairs? Community room A.
Good afternoon, Council and esteemed guests. My name is Maya Walker. I'm a resident, concerned citizen. I'm here on behalf of the LAX Inglewood Noise Coalition in partnership with Mr. Pernell Jones. One of our members came a couple weeks ago, Cheryl Mitchell, to talk to you about the sound insulation program. I'm here to provide a little bit more context. We have worked on the ground collecting signatures for the last year and a half. Over 300 residents have expressed their concerns. We brought these concerns to your sound insulation program manager, and we have not been able to get the actions that we spoke about in good faith. What we asked is that as the plan for the contour lines to be updated for this program manager, to make sure that the Inglewood community residents understood that their input was valuable during the time of collection. That time has passed. We are sorely disappointed. The fact that we
You're
were
at
told
time,
that your manager would work with us in good faith, it has not.
Ma'am,
I just want to be on record.
Thank you.
you.
Have to call you back.
Good afternoon, City Council. My name is Yolanda Davidson. I want to address something that was said about Brian Bostic, that he was sweating and he was hiding. He could be hiding something. Let me be clear. Sweating is not a crime. Acting nervous is not a death sentence. Even if there was suspicion, that does not explain how someone ends up dead while in police custody. That does not replace facts. That does not answer what actually happened. Was he in a medical distress? Why did he have a contusion on his face? Was proper care given? What do your reports say? Was everything followed the way it was supposed to be? Where is the police chief? Why is he not speaking for the police department? Why don't we have the citizens commission, that used to meet 9 years ago? There's no accountability in this city. We cannot allow assumptions and characterizations to take the place of evidence. Because when officials start explaining a death and speculation instead of facts, it erodes trust. And it sends the message that the truth is optional. This family deserves more than opinions.
Thank you, Ms.
It deserves answers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. So I want to start. I was just here. But the mayor says body cameras wouldn't change anything. The data says otherwise. According to the police scorecard, the Inglewood PD uses more force per arrest than 84% of all other departments. You claim there was a struggle during the stop with no clear cause. Without video, that scuffle is just a word used to justify a death. We refuse to let a lack of evidence be used as an excuse for the loss of a human life. Brian died in a controlled environment, allegedly. How does a healthy man enter a station and leave in a body bag? Where is the surveillance footage from the station, hallways, and processing rooms? Days after Brian died, a business was raided for no reason. People in the city are now afraid that if they speak up, they will be next. When the people meant to protect us are the ones we fear the most, the council has failed in the most basic duty. A lack of cameras isn't a budget issue, it's a shield for misconduct. You have the money for surveillance, databases, and barriers, but you don't have the money for the truth? By refusing to wear cameras, you are choosing secrecy over the lives of the community. We aren't just asking for justice for Brian, we are asking for an end to the fear in Inglewood. We want the station footage, the body cameras, and we want the truth.
Thank you, ma'am.
Justice for Brian Bostic.
Thank you, ma'am.
Justice for Brian Bostic.
How you doing, City Council meeting? My name is Kenji, Black Panther Party from Southern California chapter. All this police killing all over the country. My people. These are my people. These are my people. Police come from slavery, and they still here. There's no accountability. Y'all don't. How do y'all kill people and investigate yourself? That don't make sense. It don't make sense. So y'all need an oversight community meeting to come in and do an investigation. You can't investigate yourself because you covering yourself up. No body cams. You run in, snatch videos. Come on now, you're making yourself look bad. And you're supposed to speak for the people of Inglewood. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With that, we'll close public comment and we'll go on to council comments. Councilwoman Gray, District 1. Hold on, we have one more public comment.
We have a few more, actually. I'll let them go first.
Go ahead. All right, right on. Good afternoon, Council. I'm Mansa Musa, ill Premier, Black Panther Party for National Defense, and I come to get at Mayor James T. Sugar Butts and your mishandling of what seems to be a corruption scandal within the city with Brian Bostic, right? Too many unanswered questions, and it seems like a cover-up. Too many angles covered. We come for answers, and we're looking for you to give us immediate answers for this. If you refuse or you take a snail's pace approach to this, you have condemned the city of Inglewood to civil unrest. We're not taking this sitting down. And we're not taking this sitting down. And as per the Black Panther Party for National Defense 12-point platform, whenever the people find a grievance in their system to redress, they can't find a redress for their grievances within their system. They have no choice but to replace the system which is responsible in the first place for their grievances. When the government becomes the lawbreaker, the people must become the law
Thank you,
enforcer.
sir. You're at time.
We can no longer allow
Would
the
you mute
government
him,
to
please?
continue being
We're
an
at time.
outlaw, particularly when the crime.
If we have a Sergeant Arms, could we have him let someone else speak? Please.
Hello, everybody. I'm from West Carson. I'm a trade unionist, community member, and I'm here to demand the release of the raw and unredacted videos showing the killing of Brian Bosnick. And I'm here to demand the naming, the firing, and the decertification of the cops who killed Brian. And I'm here to also demand the case to the DA be submitted for prosecution.
My name is Al-Qaeda Hamasi bin Laden. And on behalf of Brian Bostic, we have a black mayor in white, we have a white mayor in black skin, but there's a lady that's all over the news. There's a lady all over the news because she was murdered, but you kill a black man in a police car. I lost a brother also to this police brutality. And but the mayor hasn't made any kind of news conference or anything trying to cover it up. But if a white person gets killed in Inglewood, which is one of the most black cities in California, you'll be all over the news, Mayor Butts. You'll be all over it fighting for the white people because they paying you. So we're going to make sure you're not in office no more. We're going to make sure you're not in office no more because you're covering up Like, that's why they have Black Lives Matter, because it don't matter if you're black, but if a white person gets killed, I promise it'll be on the news, it'll be investigated, and everything will be, we can't have this. We're gonna lose our white money in our white football stadiums. But let's kill our own black people. We got a black man that's a mayor, a black-skinned mayor, a white Uncle Tom bootlicking mayor. That's a disgrace to the black community.
Okay, thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
We're not done. There's still public comment. And it's hard for you to tell that there's still public comment because you're dividing the family and you're dividing community and making people have to sit here and give public comment when you don't have to actually look them in their face. And that's wrong in the first place. People are here because the community is outraged because Brian Bostic was killed. Brian Bostic should be here. That's the only way that justice can exist for Brian Bostic if he were to be here. So we're demanding justice in his name, which means that you need to name the police who killed him. Stop covering it up. Make sure that the family gets the raw and unredacted video of what happened because you're refusing to do what is right and just and necessary. We know that body cams won't actually save us because we know in every other city in LA County and around the country that have them, that what happens is you release them with propaganda. And we're refusing to allow that to happen here and now. So we are demanding that all of the information come forward and that the family be able to get some semblance of justice in the name of their loved one. This was a preventable death that should have never happened in the first place. Shame on you. We know that black faces in high places will never save us, and that includes you. And for you to allow this to continue to
ma'am.
happen when
Ma'am,
we
we're
know
at-
that
we're
Keisha
at
Michael
time.
and Marquittin Sandlin were already killed in this city.
We're at time, ma'am.
Shame on you.
And Kevin Wicks. Everybody is focused. You guys want to talk, get up there?
Oh, yeah. How you doing?
Hi.
I just want to say, you guys can't protect the people today. How can we plan for tomorrow? So you guys planning for a lot of this Olympic stuff, you might as well go ahead and cancel that if we don't get justice today. So you can take it how you want to, but I'm just letting you know, keep on planning for tomorrow for no reason. If we can't protect the people today, we must protect the people today, or we will protect the people today on our own. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Khalid Hudson, and I'm the advocacy manager for Care LA. And I'm here in solidarity with the family of Brian Bostic and also the community here. And it is disheartening to see the outpouring of support for the family and this unimaginable loss. And the only way to make sense or make good, well, you can't make good, but the only way to correct this path is for there to be justice and to meet the demands of the community around releasing the body cam footage and also releasing the names of the officers that had a role in this killing. That's the only way to try to make the community whole. But we can no longer allow for these types of things to happen repeatedly in this city or any other city. And so as a community member, we stand in solidarity with the community and with the family around this issue. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
How y'all doing? My name is Morion. I do got a quick question. How do you guys expect these people to feel safe when y'all doing what y'all doing? Y'all killing people and expecting them to actually just shut up about it, and that's not cool. And y'all covering shit up. That's one thing that can cause other reactions, bro. Y'all didn't ever want this shit, so why y'all doing stuff to get a negative reaction when y'all supposed to be helping us and protecting us? I don't feel safe. I don't even live in Inglewood no more because of this stuff happening, bro. Like, I used to love being over here shopping and stuff. Like, now I can't even go to the store without feeling unsafe, man. Like, that's not cool. Like, for real, I'm 30 years old. I'm glad to make it I'm glad to make it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I caught the bus here. You know how much stuff I had to pass by going on the bus? Like, and it's not from people that's my skin color. It's not people from that's with me because they right there. Like, it's from the police asking me what am I doing, where am I going? It's none of your fucking business, bro. I'm going to
You're at
defend
time,
my
sir.
people.
You're at time, sir.
All right.
Okay. Brian was a son, a father, and a thriving man with everything to live for. Like I said before, your priorities are clearly. Item number 8, you're voting to pay for medical care for people in your custody. Brian was in your station.
Ma'am, did you speak already?
You can speak to me.
Did you speak already, ma'am?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you spoke already, ma'am. You only get one chance to speak. Ma'am, you don't get to speak but once. Are there any other speakers? Okay, with that, we'll close public comment. What? No, sir, stand by. Okay, so are there any other speakers down in community room A?
Hi. If I'm not mistaken, she can take my time. Also, it's her legal right to give a public comment.
No,
She
I'm
spoke
saying, did she
earlier.
speak once already? That's my question.
Yeah,
Okay, well then that's the
sir,
time limit. So ma'am,
sir,
I'm
she
not gonna
did.
go back and forth with you. You get one chance to speak. If she wants
Sir,
to come
she
next
did.
week.
She spoke on an agenda item. This is a public comment.
She did not.
Oh, okay,
She
okay,
she
then
spoke an
then
agenda
then
item.
she's definitely welcome to speak again.
Okay, let's start off. Brian was a son, a father, and a thriving man with everything to live for. The priorities. Item number
I'll run
8,
the
I
meeting.
will speak again since some people were not here. You're voting to pay for medical care for people in your custody.
Okay.
Brian was in your station, allegedly in your care, and he never made it home. If you're paying for these services, we want to know why they failed him. Item number 6, you're voting to spend $123,000 on surveillance database to track and watch us. Item number 7, you're spending nearly $47,000 on metal barriers to block us out. You have over $170,000. In November 2025, a judge ruled that this department systematically violated state laws by hiding records of misconduct and fatal shootings. If you have nothing to hide, why does a judge have to force you to be honest?
Thank
Justice for Brian Boston.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, with that, we'll close comment downstairs, and sir, no, ma'am, no, excuse me. Excuse me, what I'm saying is, I'm gonna run the meeting, and so you don't have to tell me what it's going to be, all right? Because we had closed public comment up here, but I'm going to reopen it for you, but please don't be like that. Go ahead, sir.
I just want to be transparent. I've been in and out of the incarceration system, and I've dealt with police brutality since the 80s. All right. And this is one thing I do know, Mayor, sir. If you have someone in custody, in handcuffs, and there's something medically wrong, if you assume that or you believe to be that, then the EMS would be called out, and then he would be taken to the hospital, and then overlooked, and then sent back into custody. If that wasn't the case, and he expired in the street, or whether he expired in the police station, then that needs to be investigated. Okay? If he was in custody, handcuffed, there would be no reason why he would be expired today, because they had subdued him and they had control over him at that moment. Once you handcuff a person, whether you handcuff them, you hog tie them, however way you want to do it, waist restraints, you're in control of the individual. So I just want to say thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to say thank you, but just please look into that for us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I can speak now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my name is Shonique Williams. I am a congressional candidate in District 41, the neighboring district here here to Inglewood. My issue with you, Mayor Butts, I have watched you this entire meeting. You have been callous. You act like you did not give a fuck about this family.
Ma'am, you're not allowed to curse, ma'am. Okay? Okay, no, ma'am, we're going to, if you curse again, we're going to terminate your time.
That is concerned with the death that took place with Inglewood Police Department, and you guys aren't doing a fucking thing about it. And I do know my
Mrs. Sergeant,
and I do know the Brown.
Mr. Sergeant at Arms.
Trying to put me out of this motherfucking meeting for cussing because I know it's my right. Understand that. And again, this is not on behalf of Brian Boss's family, so do not hold it to them. This is me as a community member disgusted with your behavior. Please allow me to finish speaking to the mayor. You should be absolutely
ashamed.
Ma'am, you're at time.
Fucking bitch. Sat there this whole time mistreating this fucking
Ma'am,
family.
if you're going to disrupt the meeting, you're going to have to leave.
I don't have shit else to say to your sorry motherfucking ass.
Next speaker.
My name is Morris Phillips. I have a vision for the Inglewood Unified School District. It will be the mecca of public education in this country. I know that the city has nothing to do with public education in this city, but these kids have a lot of talent. All they need is an investment and some support, and that's what we're going to give them. You understand that? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, with that, we will close public comment. And we'll go to council comment. Councilwoman Gray. Here with that, we'll go to Councilman.
Birthday to the. Can you hear me?
Hear you now. We can hear
Hello?
you. We can hear you now.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, let me say happy birthday to our city treasurer early and to congratulate her on first time home buyers program that she had over the weekend. On a more serious matter, let me thank the public who came to the council meeting today to speak relative to Mr. Bostic. And I also want to sincerely express my sympathy to the family, friends, loved ones of Mr. Bostic. You know, as a mother, my heart really goes out to all of them, everyone who really knew him. I can only imagine the weight of this loss, and I want you to know, everyone to know, that I stand with you in your call for transparency. I want you also to know that I'm seeking answers just as you are. At this time, we do not have all the facts, so we really need not to speculate. We need to wait until the process works, the investigation. But I do believe that transparency is essential, and I will do everything in my power to ensure that this matter is handled with the openness and urgency that it deserves. And as we all here on the council, I think that all of us here can agree to that. In regard to the body cameras, I've long time supported the use of body cameras in our cities, and moments like what has happened recently to Mr. Bostic reminds me of just how important it is to have every tool at our disposal that can help provide complete understanding of what transpires in our community during interactions with law enforcement. We will be paying close attention to the information as it's made available, and we will ensure the process is transparent so that the family can receive the answers they deserve and the justice they deserve. And so I think I stand with the council and the mayor that we will make sure that we do everything to ensure the process is transparent and that it deserves the attention that it needs. And again, my deepest sympathy to the family of Mr. Bostic. And I do believe that justice will be served. So thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Mayor, I have one other comment. I do have something I do want to mention. This month is March, and I'd like to acknowledge and celebrate Women's History Month, which is this month, honoring the extraordinary contributions women have made throughout history, across cultures, and within our society. We recognize not only the groundbreaking achievements that shape our world, but the everyday accomplishments of women closest to us, those who have nurtured, raised, and taught us to be productive citizens. Here in Inglewood, I would like to especially thank my fellow councilwoman Deanne Fox, City Clerk Aisha Thompson, City Treasurer Angela Allen, and also our Assistant City Manager Yakima Decatur, who are in leadership positions here, for exemplifying excellence, leadership, and dedication through their hard work and service. And to all the women who every day make a contribution to the success of Inglewood, to all the women employees there. So thank you very much, and happy Women's History Month.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're very welcome. Councilman Padilla, District 2.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. And I too want to just say to Angela Allen, uh, you know what? You did a great presentation for the home buyers program. It was something that so many of our residents wanted to come out and hear about is how do we own a piece of the rock, right? How do we get started so that we can leave a legacy to our family when you buy a home? And so you did a great job of bringing folks together to share how you can do this. And so I want to just thank you for doing that. I know it was your first, but I hope you do it annually. Great job. This young man, Jason Crow Jr. from Inglewood Unified School District's basketball game from the team. He scores, all these points. I had the privilege of watching him play a couple of the games this past season, and I got to tell you, it's amazing not only what he was doing, but their team coming together to have a great season. So I want to just say congratulations to Jason Crow Jr., and I wish him continued success in his endeavors, whether it's basketball or anything else that he decides to do. This coming Thursday at 6 p.m., the Office of Emergency Services is putting together a presentation at the D2 Center to talk about how to be prepared for disasters and for emergencies. So anybody that's interested, it's going to be about an hour-long presentation. Please come out this coming Thursday at 6 p.m. I also want to thank our Parks and Recs Department. This past Saturday was the Easter egg hunt and celebration. It brought so many of our families together, but what was so enjoyable to see was all the children, all the young kids running all over the park. And when it came to the Easter egg hunt, the excitement, just watching them run and tripping over each other because they were so excited. But this is the type of events, like many events that we do to celebrate all our families here in the city of Inglewood and our children, so that they can enjoy what the city of Inglewood has to offer. For those of you that are looking to shred any of your paperwork with the taxes coming up, we're having our shredding event over in front of Inglewood High School on Gravella. It starts at 9 a.m. on Saturday. With that, thank you, Mayor. Everybody have a great week.
Thank you. Councilman Dion Falk, District 4.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to extend my sincere condolences to the family. Brian Bostic, I can't even imagine what you must be going through, but our hearts are out with you, and we know that justice will be served. Like the mayor said, like our council member said, we're just waiting until we get the answers that we need, but I know that it's difficult. It's very difficult for the families to be in this situation. It's difficult to wait. No one wants to be in this situation, but I just can't even imagine. I can't even imagine having a loved one taken from me like that. So our family is, the City of Inglewood family extends our heart, our souls to the family of the Bostic family. So please know that. I want to wish Angela Allen a very happy birthday. She is absolutely lovely. She has been on this council now for about 2 years as our city treasurer, and she has done a dynamic job. She just actually had our first big event this year, the first time home buyers workshop over the weekend, and it was wonderfully attended. I don't know if we have a picture, but she did a great job. So I'm just so proud of you and everything that you're doing for this city to lift up our residents, our first-time home buyers, people in the city that want to buy and stay here and be a part of this city for the rest of their lives. So thank you so much, City Treasurer, for all that you're doing. I just want to wish a few more people a happy birthday. I want to wish our city attorney, Rick Oliveras, a happy birthday. He thought I wasn't listening, huh? Happy birthday. Our planning commissioner, Cheryl Shaw Williams, she just retired, 42 years of service in the insurance industry. She just retired, so we were celebrating with her. So congratulations, Cheryl Shaw Williams. And my aunt, she just celebrated her birthday yesterday. I just want to close by saying that I would love to close this meeting in honor of Brian Bostic. And he is in our prayers. Your family is in our prayers. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Morales.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. You know, these are never easy, the meetings where there's such a big event that brings us out. In this case, you know, our deepest condolences to the family of Mr. Bostic. We understand the frustration and all that, you know, you are going through. Believe me, we all feel the same way. We just want this process to go, take its course, and for whatever the results are, to let you know what they are. That's what we all want, and, you know, we understand. So our deepest condolences for you, the entire family. Would like to thank Mr. Brian Walker, who came out and did the emergency plan planning session yesterday for our District 3 residents. We had a good time, but aside from that, it was very informative, and they do a great job. We have a consultant who is out there getting to know everyone, who is doing part of whatever their needs are, understanding the community so they can build out the whole plan. So thank you, Brian, for that. I do want to mention Jason Crow Jr., amazing, his grandfather, Mr. Crow. He was a assistant superintendent for the Inglewood Unified School District back when I was growing up. And it's amazing that, you know, they have such a rich history here in Inglewood through the schools, through the community, and to see them get to this place where his grandfather helped build what we have in our school system, and now, you know, he is a product of it in such a big way. Congratulations to the entire family, just an awesome family. And then just to finish up, happy birthday, Angela Allen. That's nice. See, you get all of this praise, and you deserve it. And I'll tell you that it was nice to hear you did such a great event, and you've become such a big part of it. You know, you jump into somewhere where so much different personalities, and you fit right in. So, happy birthday. That's all I got, Mayor.
Okay, I'm be a couple seconds over 3 minutes this time. First of all,
How do you know already?
I know because I know what I'm gonna do. Angela, I'm going to congratulate you for that homebuyers program because we've evolved to the place in Inglewood where that is something that is important to a lot of our residents that never considered it. And so I want to thank you for that and wish you happy birthday. I want to talk a few minutes about, you know, we've heard a lot today. I have spent 37 years in law enforcement. I've been either the number 2 or the number 1 person in 3 different law enforcement agencies. So, believe it or not, this is not the first time that someone's cursed at me. When things like this happen, it's not easy. It's devastating for families. But here's what happens. And something like this happens, the first thing that happens, we call the district attorney's rollout team. They come to the scene, they conduct an independent investigation. Internally, there's an investigation done when there's a death in custody, because we have no evidence that there was a shooting or anything like that, but there's still going to be an investigation. It's very difficult because at some point, the coroner's going to make a finding as to what the cause of death was. That's critical. So if they find that there was blunt force trauma, if they find out there was asphyxiation due to manual asphyxiation, then you're going to have hands at the death of another. There are other things that can happen that cause someone to expire. So we don't know what any of those things could be. And so it may seem that we don't care. You know, people say we want transparency. You can't tell people things you don't know. And you can't be premature in speculating or opining, because then later on, when the facts are even slightly different, then it'll look like you covered it up. And so, you know, I've been in the business a long time. I have, you know, some theories about what may have happened, but the reality is I don't know. Nobody on this council knows. Chief of police doesn't know. And so you would be dishonest to jump out and say, oh, we're going to do this because this happened, because you don't know. And that's the hardest thing about this process. And so, as I said before, I'm used to being a heat sink for anger. I've done this for 5 decades. And so I understand everything, every sentiment. And I feel for the family. In fact, people say, well, why haven't you contacted family? I spoke to Mr. Bostick's aunt days after the event. She called. I called her immediately back. And I told her what we did know. And you know what the family thought? They thought I was insensitive because I said just what I said to you right now. We have to wait for the autopsy findings to know exactly why he expired. And so, thank you, ma'am. And ma'am, 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 and we, ma'am, and that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. So could you please, could you please leave, ma'am?
Butthead, you're fucking full of shit. Bitch, this could be your motherfucking kid. Did you tell them how your motherfucking daughter went to jail for assault? For motherfucking paying her landlord to beat somebody with a motherfucking bat? Y'all didn't know that, huh? And it's the case with him beating on his daughter? Fuck you. You're full of shit. My family
Okay. And so, as I was saying, you have a responsibility to tell people what you know when you know it. And so we don't know what the cause of death was. And when we do, we'll let the public know. Okay. And so with that, we're going to close the meeting in the name of Brian Bostick. Thank you.